Good morning, guys. I hope you're doing great. So today on this beautiful snowy day, I thought I would talk about something that I've been putting off on this channel but since I started the channel, pretty much. I have something to share. It's for some reason that's a hard one for me to share, because mainly on my cat, and I'm gonna go on this. But so if you are new to the channel, I spent 1 year sleeping in my car. After that, I purchased the van, and it's been a year and a half. So it's been 3 winters. That's the third winter that I live in a vehicle. And I'm gonna put it that way. I do not have a heater at all inside the van. I do have a heater in front, like any car, but I don't have any extra heat coming up. And yeah, that's something that I've been putting off telling you guys, but I wanted this channel to be 100% myself, 100% honest with you. So I was like, I need to put that out. So I know some people that I met in town, and for some reason everyone asking me that question, what I have for it, and some of them I have to say I lied. I said I had a Mr. Buddy, but it's just that I felt really uncomfortable to share that I didn't have heater, because I feel people are super worried about me when I told them this, which is, by the way, not so bad. And I'm gonna tell you like everything that I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't have a heater. I'm gonna tell you what I do to keep myself warm and cover all of this on this video. But the main reason it's not for me, it's for my cat. So I've been living with my cat for the past year and a half since I do have this van. And I'm going to share with you at the end what I do to keep her warm. We are doing super fine, by the way. Don't worry about me. I do have so many plans if something would go really bad, if we have like extreme cold weather or everything like this. I do have a lot of like plan B if you want, and a lot of like other way to keep myself and my cat warm. So why I do not have a heater, which, by the way, if I told you that I had a heater, I'm sorry. I didn't want to like lie to you guys. It's just like, yeah, like I say, I didn't feel comfortable telling you that I don't have a heater. So why I do not have a heater? I do not have a heater for several reasons. So I was sleeping in my car for a year. It was not a plan. I was supposed to just sleep in my car until I get a place to rent. And while I was sleeping in my car, I realized that was not so bad, and I started thinking about van life and all that. And that was a really good way to save money. I didn't have to pay rent. Rent are extremely expensive here. So I just pushed myself. And when the winter came, I was like, oh, should I go rent something, and that I'm gonna be all right. And December was fine. January was okay. February was pretty bad that year that I slept in my car. Not like extreme, like that was like freezing in the back of my car, but just, yeah, it was cold. I mean, I should not even say that it was cold. It was just like on the edge of being like a little bit uncomfortable. But so at that time I didn't have the cat, by the way. So yeah, I slept the full winter. I was glad when the winter was over. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you everything that I did inside my car and everything that I currently do right now to keep myself warm. But I didn't have any way to keep myself warm other than the car itself. So it was like SUV, so it's super easy to just turn the car on and have like the whole place warm in like 15 minutes, not even. So that's the best part of having a small car. It is super easy to keep myself warm and all this. And I didn't really have a place and a way to have like a Mr. Buddy at that time inside my SUV. It was too small. And yeah, so when I purchased the van, it was in September. So the cat came pretty much in the same time that the van. So September I had to insulate and all of this. So winter came super, even like I think at the end of September, in fact. And yeah, the winter came super fast on us, and I was worried, not for me, for the cat. So I purchased Mr. Buddy because that was the only thing at that time that I thought that would help me keep myself warm. But the Mr. Buddy didn't work as soon as I purchased it. I never even tried on or anything. So I decide that at that point was already close to like January, that I would not have a heater. I had like several plans that I'm going to share with you if something would go bad, especially with the cat being cold. But by the way, my cat never, like I never came into the van and she was like cold or anything. She's a rescue, which I'm quite confident that she was living for the first year that she before I rescued her, that she was probably living in the barn with other cats, and I'm quite sure it was cold at that time because like I rescued her in the Okanagan, north of the Okanagan, so it get really colder at that point over there. Here in British Columbia, where I am close to Vancouver. Most of the day it rains, so this is not usual to have some snow right now. So, and once in a while we do have a cold front, but yeah, most of the time it's gonna rain here, so it's usually above zero, freezing point, and it's not that bad, guys. So yeah, the winter came on us. I didn't purchase anything, we didn't do anything. So this year, this winter, my plan was to get something, and I thought about the option. I didn't want a Mr. Buddy. I don't want a big propane tank inside my van. So I think it's called the Wave 3, Wave 6. All those ones was not something that I wanted. And the Chinese diesel heater kind of like start to be talking in like in YouTube and all that. We start hearing a little bit more about it that before I'd never heard about it, to be honest. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get diesel heater. That seems to be the right choice for me for what I want. And I hurt myself at work, my back, October, November. I'm not gonna go too far with that, but yeah, I hurt my back, and I didn't know if I would keep my job, and all of this happened, and we ended up not having anything. But all right, let's, now that we talk about all of this, I'm going to try to go fast because I can see that I already spoke for a while. I'm going to show you exactly what I do to keep myself warm. So everything pretty much starts with the bed. If I am warm when I sleep, this is awesome. So this one here, it's an electric blanket. So that I plug on my little Jackery. Sorry. So I usually put my little Jackery on top here. It's a Jackery 240, non-sponsor. And I just plug this. It takes a lot of power, so maybe I can turn it on. So I'm just gonna turn it on right now and put it on medium, which is usually what I do. I'm gonna show you how much power that it takes. Right there, 140 watt like the power. So it takes a lot of juice. So I heard some people say that you can purchase car heating blanket, which take way less power than this one. This one is just a household one. So that's something that I wish that I knew before I purchased it, but this is not something that I had inside a car. I didn't have any power. I didn't have the Jackery when I was in my car. This is just something that I had this year, and I didn't use that much. What I do, I put it between my blankets before I go to bed, which make the bed all nice and warm. And I only done it like I think 3 or 4 times, not that much. So I think the key to keep myself warm is having a lot of blankets. I do love having a lot of blankets. And I do have this sheet that I put on top of my mattress, which will keep me warm. I also have the same kind of like warmer pillowcase. This feels cold when you touch it with your hands. It felt cold, so this feels way warmer. I have another small blanket. So this is between, like usually I put the eating blanket if I need it between here, so it's nice and warm and I turn it off when I go to bed. I have another little duvet thing. It's not warm at all, just something that I already had. I have this, which is a sleeping bag that I leave open. I don't close the sleeping bag. I hate sleeping inside a sleeping bag. So I leave it open. It go to minus, I will have to check. Let me double check this. I go minus 20 maybe degrees. I have this little blanket. It's just like a nice little heavy blanket that I think my grandma made at one point or something like this. I don't know. I have this and the electric blanket. So a couple little things that I do have for me and for the cat. I do purchase, I have a couple of those hand warmer, and they do sell like a bigger size. So I think the thing for me at least is to have my feet warm. If I do have cold feet, I'm gonna have a hard time. Yeah, I can be like all warm. If my feet are cold, I'm not gonna have a good night of sleep. So this week I had like one of those inside my pair of socks. Keep me super warm. It's also that I keep them for the cat once in a while. If I just want to give her a little bit of like a warm bed or whatever, I'm gonna pop one of those and I do usually have, I don't have anymore, I have to purchase some bigger size, which they are come from almost that size. They are for like, you usually put them in your bag when you go skiing, something like this. And I usually put one of those inside a little bed. So, and that like super warm. They last, I think, 18 hours, and those ones last 10 hours. So that's, you'll be surprised, those get super warm. So this is what I do for me and for the cat. I tried the water bottle that you just put some hot water inside. I didn't like it. I done that when I was sleeping in my car. I just don't like that. Maybe that bottle of water is gonna spill inside the bed. I hate it. So I've done that just once, and now I just put that, and it's fine for me. For the cat now, right now she's in the front. So the best part with the cat is that she's really good to keep herself warm. Right now I just had a little drive, so the front dash is really warm from the motor of the van. So she's warm there, and when it's sunny, she's just gonna be there, take some sun, and be super, super warm, even if it's cold. The another thing that she's got, put the camera a little bit better. Another thing that she's got is an eating pad. So those pads are not are for when you hurt yourself, you want to like a heating pad. Sometimes I use it for myself too, instead of the electric blanket. Use weight as part of this in a 3 setting. So sometimes she's gonna have a little treat, and she's gonna have this when it's cold. But most of the time, like those heating little pad, a front dash, get warm herself. She sleep under the blanket with me in the winter, even in summer. In fact, she always did that. Even when I had the house, she was sleeping under the blanket with me from time to time. So in the night, I'm not worried. She sleep with me. So yeah, that's think that cover everything that I wanted to share about this. Yeah, it's not as bad as you think, guys. I was like, yeah, I don't know why, but I didn't want to talk about that subject, and a lot of people in the comment section were asking me, and people that I was meeting to here in town. So yeah, I guess I'm glad that that I put it up there. The winter is almost over, so we are fine right now, and yeah, usually it's above freezing level, freezing point, I should say, here where I am. So and yeah, we are fine. I know it's quite extreme and it's quite crazy for a lot of people, but yeah, it's just it is right now, and next winter we're gonna get heater, and probably, like all my friends told me right now, I'm not gonna want to move from the van. I'm gonna be like, why I didn't have a heater before. But seriously, it is, yeah, it's not as bad as you think. As long as you do have a lot of blanket, a good sleeping bag, you're gonna be super warm. Like seriously, sometimes I'm just almost sweating inside all my blankets. It's not a joke. And during the day, yeah, we do a little bit more driving. I do have the heater from the van, so a 20-minute little driving, if it's pretty cold, that's gonna keep us warm. I do have plan B if you want, like if something really bad will happen, if something gets super cold, we definitely gonna go at the hotel, or that never happened, but that's, you know, some plan. Or maybe my cat would go with some friends. But yeah, for now it is totally fun, guys. And I wanted to share this because if you do plan, maybe just do a getaway with your car, or maybe you sleep in your car, and maybe you sleep in the back of a pickup truck with like a top on, and you don't have the option of having a big heater, or you only have little Jackery, and most people don't sleep Mr. Buddy, sorry, and people don't sleep with the Mr. Buddy all night long because it's not that safe. So yeah, those are my little tip. Hopefully you enjoy, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this little video, and I will see you soon, guys. All right.